Hoje um episódio muito especial e controverso do quadro Reação Gringa, claro que é sobre a política.
O quão bem você conhece o seu presidente? Quem disse o quê? Trump ou Bolsonaro? Uau!
E olha, pessoal, vocês podem reclamar, mas não me importa porque eu sou um má influencer. The United States and Brazil have two presidents that are often compared with each other. Bolsonaro of Brazil, during his campaign, used a lot of the strategies that Trump used during his campaign and has been known to look up to him and seek American friendship and all that kind of stuff. It turns out they also talk somewhat alike sometimes.
Yeah.
So we're going to show you a bunch of quotes, and you will be telling us which of the two said the quote. Somebody said, make blank great again.
Trump.
Donald J. Trump.
Trump. That was a hat.
I think it was both of them, right? Trump started it and then Bolsonaro took it into his campaign.
They both have said it. Go to the next slide.
Okay, lovely.
Bolsonaro was elected 2 years after Trump, and he borrowed the saying, both.
Okay, I believe that.
Yeah, but we'll still count that. You still get credit.
Okay, all right. So it could be both.
It is actually both of them.
Oh, kind of a trick question.
It is a trick question. Absolutely right. You got it right. That's only the warm-up, though. We will reduce the tax burden, simplify tax rules, and make life easier for those who want to produce something, do business, make investments, and create jobs.
I'm going to say Trump.
Easy. This is so easy. That's got to be Bolsonaro.
Why do you say that?
It's well spoken.
That's kind of Trump's platform, isn't it? I hate to say it, but I think Trump has promised all of that, whether or not he's delivered on it.
Well, it's all spelled correctly, which makes me think that Trump didn't say it. I'm going to say Bolsonaro because I don't think Trump would use the phrase produce something.
I am wrong. I'm not going to be very good at this competition. Okay.
It's the other guy.
No.
Yeah, you are correct.
Yes.
But don't forget, they do have speechwriters as well.
Okay.
Very interesting and correct. Bolsonaro's speech at Davos, the World Economic
yes.
Forum. It was his first big international appearance as president. So he's obviously being presidential. I think the big problem this country has is being politically correct. I've been challenged by so many people, and I don't, frankly, have time for total political correctness.
Trump?
I'm going to say Trump.
I'm going to say Trump.
That sounds Trump.
Oh, West Trump! Yeah!
This was in his first presidential debate.
I remember having this conversation with a friend about his idea of political correctness.
I think the fact that he just threw the word frankly in the middle of it makes me, I'm like, it feels like he's trying to sound like he's thought this through. And it was 100% off the cuff.
He's just pushed that so much farther. Just like, fake news! I don't like what you're saying, so it's not real.
Correct.
Guys, this is hard. I get really amped up to get them right.
My relations with the blacks has always been great. I wouldn't say my best friends are black, but I've had good black friends.
That is Trump.
I know that's Trump.
That's got to be Trump, right? That's got to be Trump.
Trump?
What's your reaction to that quote in
It's
general?
horrible. What a horrible thing to say as like you know what, I'm just going to include this demographic. I just feel like you shouldn't even have to imply like my good friend is black. You shouldn't have to say that. It's just like I have a good friend. This is Thomas or George or whomever. It doesn't have to be defined by color of skin.
Oh my God! No way!
Yep,
No freaking way! Excuse my language. No way!
it is Bolsonaro.
That is shocking to me.
2011, so well before he was president, but he was already sort of a controversial figure.
Bolsonaro.
Oh, no.
Back.
You know what? That's on me. I should have got this right. Because Trump would have said it's his best friend.
You know what? I had the same thought. I know people are going to be asking, is there anything offensive about saying that? What is your thought on?
I think sometimes it comes from the person who's saying it. Usually in everyday life, if you have to say this sentence, you shouldn't be saying it.
Right.
If you have to explain this to people, then it's probably not good. It's like that old adage, like, oh, some of my best friends are black, you know.
Right.
That's a very American sitcom-y thing.
I am one of the most attacked people, but I don't pay attention to it.
Trump again.
I'm going to say this is Trump because he does pay attention to it, and that's kind of like his guard.
Isn't that one of the things he says as he's having his Twitter storm?
Trump, you mean?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not going to tell you to guess.
Oh, man. Trump totally pays attention to it. Okay, I'm going to go with Bolsonaro because Trump pays attention to every attack.
I'm gonna say Trump. I know I've said it with everything. The fact that he talks about how terrible it is and then says he doesn't really think about it.
Right.
But he also brought it up.
It sounds like Trump. All right.
Oh my goodness! They sound like the same person.
But wrong. All right.
That's the whole point, is that they sound
yeah,
alike.
Yeah, they do. They do sound alike.
Oh my God. I'm doing terrible.
This is in an interview during the campaign in which he was attacked, both actually verbally and literally. He was stabbed during the campaign.
Oh, you know what? That's not cool. I'm not about that.
It was Bolsonaro. Yay!
That's from a 2018 interview during the campaign. They definitely have the same style. Nobody doubts that. Bolsonaro definitely admires Trump. In the campaign, they actually used a lot of Trump's tactics, which were very successful for both of them. If I am elected president, I'll get out of the UN. That institution does nothing. It's just a communist get-together.
I'm gonna say Trump.
That feels like Bolsonaro, just because I don't think Trump would use get together.
Trump.
Well, now I'm confused because I want to guess Trump for everything. I don't think communism is a big thing in American politics anymore, so I'm going to go Bolsonaro.
No, I'm wrong. Ah! I knew I was gonna be wrong.
It's Bolsonaro? Really?
Good reasoning. You are correct.
Trump would be like, they're lazy.
How do you feel? Do you think the UN is a communist get-together?
No, I think the UN is where the world should be going. It should be an international global affair. We shouldn't be segregated to countries.
When you open your heart to patriotism, there is no room for prejudice. The Bible tells us how good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity.
The only way Trump said this is if somebody else wrote it. So I'm going to say Bolsonaro.
Bolsonaro? I don't know. I don't buy Trump quoting the Bible. I'm going to go with Bolsonaro.
Bolsonaro.
Trump doesn't quote the Bible. Oh God, I hope he doesn't quote the Bible. I'm going with Bolsonaro because I know he's religious. What is this?
Okay, I'm doing
Great.
terribly.
Well, that's the fun of it.
Nope, it's Trump. Yeah, somebody else wrote it.
It's his inaugural address.
He 100% did not write anything out of the Bible.
No doubt about that.
Oh.
Trump's inaugural address.
Oh, speechwriter. That one's on me.
God damn it. This is so bad.
I've always said if you need Viagra, you're probably with the wrong girl.
Trump.
I feel like they both said it.
Want to say Trump?
What's Bolsonaro's love life like?
He is married. He's been married 3 times. He's now seemingly happily married, right? Anyway, it's a similar pattern to Trump, but I will tell you he doesn't have the same reputation as Trump, as a playboy kind of.
Okay, so then I'm going to go Bolsonaro on this.
You got it.
I got it.
It's from a Playboy interview in 2004. Why were you so sure it was him?
Because he is a massive creep and a misogynist.
But it was Trump, but 16 years ago in an interview with Playboy.
Yes.
It's Trump.
Playboy interview.
Oh God.
Not really. Oh, Playboy. Oh, but that's 2004. All right. I was thinking him current times.
It's a little tricky, but
Yeah.
that was a little bit tricky because it's such an old quote. Whose marriage is that wonderful? Once in a while, you have a little problem. It's pretty rare for couples not to have problems, right?
Bolsonaro. Trump doesn't admit to fault. I don't think.
That's a good point.
Clearly Bolsonaro.
Bolsonaro.
Bolsonaro?
You're right, but I don't feel like you were that confident.
I'm not confident at all in all of this. At all.
Correct.
Okay.
He said this when he was comparing the military regime in Brazil with a marriage. So, it was okay. Of course there were problems. You always have problems.
What?
Actually, the use of the word wonderful told me that Trump did not say it. He's not going to use 3 syllables to say something that he could say great.
The vast majority of potential immigrants don't have good intentions and don't want the best for or to do good for the American people.
I hope that's Bolsonaro. I feel like it's not, but if it was Bolsonaro, the immigrants coming to Brazil don't, and no, that's wrong. I'm just going to say Trump.
First of all, if it's Trump, he did not write it. He read it off of something. So because of that, and it's clear that he would not say the word vast. So I'm going to guess Trump because that's how this has gone for me so far.
Trump.
I feel like this is a trick question. Because it says American people in it. Or am I just really overthinking this? Because I feel like this would be a trick question because you're going to assume it's Trump because it says American people. So I'm going to go Bolsonaro on this.
You got me. That's exactly who it is.
What?
That's a trick one.
That was a trick one, and I had that second where I was like, maybe they're trying to trick me.
Bolsonaro.
What?
In an interview with Fox News during his visit to the United States.
Nope, wrong.
You're playing it right in that we're trying to trick you.
You are trying to
But
trick me.
we're trying to trick you the opposite way.
Well, I was thinking that, somebody must have written this for him. Because
Well, the idea was he's talking about the American people.
I know, I should have thought that
I
you
was
were
like,
trying to trick me with the American.
literally when I put this in, I was like, Jason is going to see right through this.
That's funny. But you got me off my game already. So.
That's true. If you don't vote for me, you won't be persecuted.
Bolsonaro.
They both said that.
Trump.
This is starting to get embarrassing.
No, it's not really embarrassing. It just shows that they have similar styles.
I mean, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Correct. From his campaign.
Nope, there we go.
What do you think of that statement?
If you don't vote for me, you won't be persecuted. I don't think Trump would say that off the cuff, persecuted, but I just assumed he was mispronouncing prosecuted.
Incorrect.
Oh, man.
Why does it sound like a threat to you?
I don't know, because sometimes he'll say like, oh, no one should ever hurt someone who's against me. But there was no reason to say it. Like, he's only doing it to put the thought in your mind, which I guess everyone could do.
I believe in the principles and customs of the traditional family. I have a Bible near my bed.
I'm going to say Trump.
I'm going to say Trump.
So what I know from Trump being on his second wife and having extramarital affairs, I'm going to assume this was Bolsonaro.
Can I vote for both?
Yes, you can, because that is correct.
Yes!
The first sentence is Bolsonaro, and the second
I
sentence is Trump.
knew it, because that's such a politician thing to say. If I was gonna run for president, I would be like, Bible's awesome, fame, like, you gotta say that stuff. It's like prerequisite. President 101.
That was supposed to be the trick question that nobody got. But you did it, and the answer is, they each said half of it. I formed this quote from each of them. Bolsonaro said the first part, and Trump said the second part. I have a Bible near my bed. That's just to make you miserable.
They're just...
This is not trickery, that's just deceit.
Yes, it's deceit. It's a
That is
deceitful question.
Betrayal.
Oh my gosh, it's over.
It's over.
It's over!
Final reactions, how alike do they seem to you?
They seem, they're pretty alike. I mean, they definitely studied from the same linguist / strategist.
I think it's funny that they basically said the same thing. I think it's hilarious. It's, but to your point, it's a lot of stuff where you shouldn't have to say it out loud. There's certain stuff like that. Kind of could be underhanded attacking people too, if not just straight out attacking them. But that stuff is weird to me. Like, oh, if you vote for me, no one's gonna hurt you. Fuck, that means someone's gonna hurt you. It's like, come on. Everyone knows that.
Awesome.
You ever seen like a Martin Scorsese movie? That's what happens.
So what are your conclusions?
My conclusions are I should look into Brazilian politics if I want to go there. A. B. It is incredible how similar they are and what comes out of their mouths. And both of it is just, it's quite terrible.
Okay, you just lost some of your fans in Brazil, but that's okay.
Apologies.
No, we want you to be honest. Thank you for participating.
That was horrifying.